Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me for this week's weekly psychic reading. I'm Erin Lee, and you can find the rest of my readings on my website, vancouverislandpsychic.com. This is the weekly psychic reading for Monday, January 20th to Sunday, January 26th, 2014. This week we're going to be using Sonia Choquette's Trust Your Vibes Oracle card deck, and your crystal choices are Jet, Moonstone, and Clear Quartz. So again, that's Jet, Moonstone, and Clear Quartz. Let's move those guys off to the side. And we're going to give our cards a shuffle, and we're going to ask our angels and our spirit guides for the messages that we need this week to help keep us balanced, healthy, stable, and strong, and moving forward in a positive manner for this week. So apparently we have a theme message for the week, and that message is share a breath. Make sure that you're taking time to breathe, take time out of your day, and really concentrate on your breath and your breathing. All right, so let's take a look at the other messages that are coming up for this week. So for Monday and Tuesday, the message that's coming up is clear the path. It's time to let go of the old. It's time to let go of the excuses. It's time to clear everything out. So this is coming up not only from an emotional point of view, so any emotions or fears that have been holding you back from living the life that you want, now is the time to let it go. There's no more room for this in your life, and it's really time to be moving on and to be moving forward. And you know, from an emotional point of view, it feels like you've gone through and you've dealt with a lot of this stuff, and now it's time to just really let it go. From a physical point of view, it feels like there's a certain amount of detoxification that's going on for you. So this has to do with cleaning out your house, giving the house a really good scrub, a really good clean, letting go of things that you no longer need, really doing a lot of purging work. And also there's the energy of detoxification that's coming up for people Monday and Tuesday of this week. So detoxification on an energetic level, being aware of who you're spending time with and that you're not taking on the energetic debris of what other people are sending out. Also on a food level, make sure that you're eating healthy and nutritious foods. And there's also a need for a lot of water for Monday and Tuesday of this week. There's a lot of processing that's going on, and it's time to get rid of it and flush it out. For Wednesday and Thursday, it's time to decide. So it feels like we're coming up to a lot of decisions on Wednesday and Thursday, and it feels that these are not only decisions around what you need to do and making the next step, but it's also, this is an opportunity for you to decide what it is that you want in your life. And it feels like this is a week where we're going to be letting go of a lot of situations that just aren't healthy for us anymore. So again, kind of going back to the messages that we saw on Monday and Tuesday around food and nutrition, but also around who we're choosing to spend time with, and the activities that we're engaging in, and making sure that they are actually the way that we want to be living our lives. So it's time to be making those decisions and letting go of things that no longer serve. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday has a feeling of kind of coming back into yourself. There's a lot of energy around gratitude and connecting with spirit. The card that came up is pray. And it's really interesting because actually one of the messages that's coming up with that card is to make sure that you're taking time for a yoga practice of some sort. And I'm seeing a lot of people doing sun salutation. So not only is there prayer in the form of taking time out and connecting with God, angels, source, whatever your belief system is, you're taking time out to connect with that, but that there's also a connection that's happening with source, with creator on a physical level as well. So in everything that you do, make sure that you're connecting Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. There's also a huge feeling of gratitude that's coming up as well. So as I look at what's coming up this week, it looks like we have a lot of lifestyle choices that are happening. It's clearing out old habits, old behaviors, and really choosing a new way of life for ourselves and choosing to continue with that, and that we're refocusing on on our spiritual path, on our spiritual selves, and that there's a lot of gratitude for the decisions that we've made, and gratitude for the help that we've received over the last however long in making those choices. All right, let's take a look at the crystals. So for the people who chose Jet, the message that's coming up for you this week is to feed your spirit. So really important that you're doing things that make you feel really good, that make you feel alive, that bring you back to life. Also really important that as we're looking at clearing the path and making the choices about how we want to live our lives, that we make sure that we include the things that really feed us into the priorities in terms of how we're spending our time, how we're spending our energy, how we're spending our money even too. So focus and concentration is really on making sure that you're doing things that feed your spirit, both on an emotional level, but I'm also picking up a lot of physical stuff for people as well. So really, if you've chosen the jet crystal for this week, make sure that you're doing the things that you need to do to feed your body, to feed your soul, to feed your spirit. All right, for the people who chose Moonstone, clear the past. Well, now, isn't that interesting? It's basically the same message that we had on Monday and Tuesday. So for you guys, the big thing that's coming up is really letting go of things that no longer serve you. And these could be situations, relationships, objects and items, anything that is no longer has a place in your life. It's time to let go. It's time to move on, time to move forward. And if this has to do with objects, know that you can pass this on to somebody else and it will be of great benefit to them because it's no longer serving you. If this has to do with relationships, whether it's friendships or romantic relationships or whatever, know that whatever you're letting go of within these situations, whether it's an aspect of the relationship or the relationship itself, that everybody within this situation benefits to letting go and moving forward. All right. And for the people who chose clear quartz, name your higher self. So the big message for you guys this week is to be spending time connecting on a soul level, on a spirit level. A lot of personal exploration is coming up for you guys. The card itself, to name your higher self, is an encouragement to make a connection with your higher self, to be connecting on a regular basis, and to give name to that as well, so that it's easier for you to make that connection. So really, it's all about a relationship with yourself, with your higher self, with your spirit, with your spiritual understanding of yourself, and that's a big part of how you're going to be moving forward, not only in this week, but in the weeks to come as well. I'd like to thank you so much for joining me for this week's weekly psychic reading. I'm Erin Lee, and you can find the rest of my readings on my website, vancouverislandpsychic.com. Thanks so much for joining me, and I hope you have a fabulous week.